So, you want to record good quality audio on a budget? Welcome to the Music Guide. Hey everyone. So my name is Patrick. I thought I would start this wee thing. I don't know why. Kind of bored in the middle of all this here craziness. So I thought I would start off with something that a lot of people can use if they want to start creating things where you're sort of got audio needs. Especially good quality audio like gaming recording, podcasts, and like music recording as well. And I thought I would start with sort of a 101 to making good quality audio, which, aside for all this here stuff, you just need a computer. So I think the best way to start is just with the microphone. Got one right here. This is actually my first microphone that I got. It came with a bundle. I'll explain the bundle at the end because it's all stuff that you can get all in one go, including the software, which is really cool. Large diaphragm condenser microphone. It's pretty good. You can actually get pretty fur quality for low price these days. Like this here would probably cost around 70 quid if it was on its own. I don't know how much it costs on its own because it came with a bundle, but most microphones like this, like the Samsung CO1 and other options at this price point, they're pretty good. They do the job for what they're made for, I guess. I would recommend going for a large diaphragm microphone, condenser microphone, to start you off with, because they're kind of an all-rounder. Like, you can put them in front of pretty much anything as long as it's not a super loud source, like, you know, like a drum kit or something like that, and they'll hold up pretty well. And they'll pretty much give you what you want, unless you want something crazy sounding. But yeah, it's a really good option. I would go for one of these here to start you off with. Dynamic microphones are also a choice, but they're not as sensitive. You're not going to get as much detail in things like vocals and guitar recordings. But for podcasts and stuff, a dynamic mic will go the same way, but this year you can get for the same price anyway, so that'd be a pretty good option to go with. Right, the next thing in the signal chain is a way to convert that signal that you create with the microphone and turn it into a digital signal that the computer can pick up and use. This here is the Focusrite 2i2. It's just a small 2-input interface. It's actually a dual purpose input here, so you can actually record microphones and plug in a jack directly into it. So if you want to record electric guitar or a keyboard, you can. And it's also stereo, so if you want to record stereo keyboard, you can do that too. Main things you have to look out for is you have to have decent quality mic brace, not hard to find on a budget thing like this. Again, this here probably costs about 100 on its own. Is the bell going off? It also has phantom power. Phantom power is important for condenser microphones like this here. They need power. It's not that big a deal. Pretty much every interface and desk comes with phantom power built in, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, just make sure you look for it. You'll probably get away with it. And then just a headphone jack to listen back. Speaking of headphones, if you have headphones and they're kind of casual listening headphones, hi-fi headphones, I recommend going for something more like this, close back, built for monitoring and listening back to mixes and things like that, because these are built to be flat. They're built to be a good representation of what you've recorded. Hi-fi headphones usually have a boost in either the high end or the low end to give that big thumping bass or something like that. You don't really want that because it's a bad representation of what the music is, and you kind of need that when you're mixing it and mastering and things like that. If you want these here exact models, they're the AKG K52s. Really cheap. They're probably cheaper than you want to go, but they work for me. It's better to know your headphones and your monitoring system. It's better to know it than to actually have like high-end versions of it. I know what people are probably going to disagree with me on that. Know your headphones and like listen to your favorite songs mixes on them. That's a lot better than actually having like really expensive headphones. So yeah, I would do that instead. But again, make sure they're just nice and flat. They're a good representation of what the music is, and you can hear everything, the low end, the high end, and make sure there's no cut-offs that you don't want. But yeah, that's that's pretty much headphones for you. If anyone watching this here wants me to do like a bit more of this kind of thing, I could put some more videos up that will explain all these here elements in a bit more detail. I think the next thing to talk about is software. If you get a little budget thing like this that comes in like a little bundle of headphones, microphone and interface, you're probably going to get software with it. It'll be like a light version of an existing software like Cubase, Pro Tools, something like that. If for whatever reason they don't say you get it second hand or something like that and the software doesn't come with it, I'd recommend Cakewalk by BandLab. It's really good. The only thing I'll say about it is it's kind of a full-fledged thing, which is great. It's cool. It means you can record as many tracks as you want, and you have all these different options, and you have a couple of really good virtual instruments to start yourself off with. Bad news is that if you have a more budget computer or laptop, the more tracks that you have building up, the more it'll start eating away at the hardware in the computer. So if you already have a decent computer at home, then go for that there. But again, if you get one of these here new, which for the whole bundle is like £200 for everything, you'll probably get light software with it that will do until you start upgrading your actual stuff. Then you can start upgrading that. The only thing left to talk about is to actually have something worth recording. It really doesn't matter how much great stuff you have if you have nothing good to record. And when I say good, I mean something that you really love. If you're just recording and getting all this other stuff just to have a cool looking setup, that's great, whatever, that's cool, each to their own. But if you want to actually have really good results, you need to start with something like a good song, a good idea for a podcast, a good gaming channel, you know, whatever that is, because no amount of software is going to actually make your song better than just what it is, and make whatever better than it is. Make sure you have something worth recording, something you love, and something that you know that in the end you'll actually sit back and actually enjoy listening to yourself. But yeah, I think that's everything that you need. So this little thing is actually made by, well, not the headphones are different because I broke mine ages ago. This here is a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 studio bundle. So you can go online. I think it's on its 3rd generation now, so it'll actually be an upgraded version to what this is. So that's really cool. Bunch of other companies make that kind of thing. Thought there would be the way to go for if you're just starting off, if you just need one microphone. And then there's also a second input on there. So if you want to add another microphone, start recording stereo stuff, you could do that later on down the line. That's pretty much it. So if you want to say something, leave a comment. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe if you have the time. So see you in the next video. Bye.